Hi friends, by now you've heard that the Commission on General Conference has decided to postpone General Conference until 2024. This means that the protocol of reconciliation and grace through separation will be on hold for 2 more years. I want to talk with you for a few minutes about some possible reactions to this news, and then I'd like to discuss some possible responses. First, how should traditionalists react to the Commission's decision? Some of us will accept this decision and look forward to General Conference 2024. We'll see the delay of General Conference as one of the many sad results of COVID. We will accept on face value the Commission's claim that COVID made General Conference impossible. The Commission did its best, but the obstacles proved insurmountable. So what can we do but accept reality and live in limbo until 2024? Others of us will have a different reaction. We will be disappointed. And not just disappointed that General Conference isn't meeting, but disappointed because we believe where there's a will, there's a way. International meetings are presently occurring all around the world. The Wesleyan Covenant Association will hold its Global Legislative Assembly in May. International delegates have procured their visas, and they have booked their flights, and they are coming to the United States. The Lambeth Conference of Bishops is meeting face-to-face in Canterbury, England this summer with roughly 700 bishops from around the globe in attendance. The Episcopal General Convention convenes in Baltimore this July with delegates from 17 countries. And even the United Methodist Women are holding an in-person conference with international participants in Florida this April. But not the General Conference of the United Methodist Church. Why? Did our leaders lack the imagination and the vision to do what the leaders of other organizations were able to do? Or did they lack the willingness to do the hard work necessary to pull off such a meeting? Evidently, the need to end nearly 50 years of infighting and doing harm was not sufficient to give the Commission the will to make a way for General Conference to happen. Leaders in the United Methodist Church have a long history of being unwilling to deal with our need for separation and looking for easy ways to avoid the inevitable. For many, the decision to delay General Conference will serve as another example of an official United Methodist Church body kicking the proverbial can down the road. We had hoped for better, and the church deserved better. And it's terribly disappointing that those in places of leadership and trust have refused to do what's necessary to move us forward. Still, others of us will have a different reaction. We will be angry. We can't help but believe that there's more than a lack of vision or an unwillingness to do the work that's behind this decision. Had the Commission worked to get international delegates vaccinated? Had the Commission worked with U.S. officials to speed up the visa application process or even sent out letters of invitation in a timely manner? Had they given serious consideration to a distributed General Conference where delegates around the world would meet in their nation's capitals and access the conference together through social media? Had they done any of these things, we might be less inclined to think there's more here than meets the eye. Good News and our coalition partners raised money and worked with international delegates so they could become vaccinated, and many were. We reached out to U.S. government officials to speed up the visa process, and we were warmly received. We suggested and detailed a process for a distributed conference. We did, but those in charge of making General Conference possible did not. Add in the fact that for many months we have heard bishops announce that they knew General Conference was not going to meet, and it's not hard to believe that there was something amiss, something underhanded and nefarious in the decision not to meet in Minneapolis this August. And if that makes you angry, I get it. Maybe it should. How might we respond? Well, some of you might leave the denomination as soon as possible. The Global Methodist Church will launch on May 1st. If you can leave without paying a high price, do it. we can hope that our bishops will embody the heart of peace that they so often write and speak about, and will let churches go on terms similar to those spelled out in the protocol. If you can leave with terms that are not punitive, go. The Global Methodist Church has a great future and is waiting for you with open arms. Others of us, sadly, will need to fight our way out. There are many bishops who will not be fair, and the terms they provide for your departure will be far from just. You will need legal representation. You might be surprised to know that the trust laws of half of the 50 United States favor the local church over the annual conference. And state law does override what's in the Book of Discipline when it comes to the disposition of a church's property. You need to know the laws of your state, and you'll need an attorney to know your options and to represent you regardless of where your state's laws come down. A good one will help you review your church's deed and articles of incorporation and position yourself favorably before you begin the process of disaffiliation. There are good attorneys who can help you. One who specializes in these matters is Lloyd Lunsford. You can contact him at the email address or the phone number on the screen. Tom Lambrecht and I have met with him, talked with him. He is very knowledgeable. He would be a very good resource for you. If there are other churches in your conference who want to disaffiliate, connect with them, work together. We encourage you to work with the WCA leaders and members in your conference. Finally, some of us will need to organize. There are several annual conferences where the traditionalists hold a strong majority. We should organize and we should vote for the conference to join the Global Methodist Church. Doing so would enable more congregations to align with the GM Church without having to take votes in their local congregations. And it would preserve the cohesiveness of the annual conference. Now, this must be done carefully and must be at least as generous to centrists and progressives as we would hope they would be to us. You can contact us here at Good News for suggestions about how to take this annual conference step. Listen, whatever we do, we must be in prayer that God will not allow our spirits to become embittered. We cannot control what others will do, the centrists, the progressives, the Commission on General Conference, the bishops, but we can control what we will do. And what we can do is this: we can combine grace and truth. We can be better to others than they are to us. We can work through our anger and refuse to give in to bitterness, and we can pay whatever price is required to contend for the faith once and for all delivered to the saints, the faith that is the hope of the world. I want to encourage you, be as wise as serpents, as innocent as doves. A better day is coming. Stay strong, stay close to Jesus. Let's stay together. God bless you.